The eviction notice clung to the fridge, a sharp white blade against the peeling paint. Leo stared at it until the letters blurred. 3 weeks. That was all the time they had left. His mother's eyes were permanently shadowed, her hands trembling as she counted coins. Mia sat on the floor. Leo gripped the edge of the counter, his knuckles turning white. He couldn't stop the bank, but he could stop the house from falling apart. By dawn, Leo was scouring construction dumpsters, hauling home heavy lumber offcuts. He found a discarded circular saw. With a quick fuse swap, it roared to life. Mia caught him behind the garage, her eyes wide with understanding. Mia pulled on leather gloves and grabbed a crowbar. By noon, the rotted boards were gone. By 3, they were sweating over the structural beams. Then, Leo froze. A jagged crack split the main support, pulsating like a heartbeat. Mina vaulted the fence. "It's structural," she warned. "The whole porch collapses." They retreated to the basement, a dark, flooded crawl space smelling of wet earth. Leo slid into the freezing water, his chest pressing against the cold mud. He positioned the jack beneath the beam. Click, click. The beam groaned. Suddenly, footsteps thundered above. His mother was home. Mia's voice cracked but held steady. "School project. Architecture extra credit." Leo pumped the jack with frantic precision, his breath coming in ragged gasps. Clunk. The beam locked into place. He crawled out, caked in black sludge. Leo didn't stop. He sanded the old, rusted metal until it shone. At 4 a.m., he drove the final nail. The porch looked solid, rustic, and intentional. When the sun rose, the buyers arrived. A man kicked the deck. It didn't budge. That evening, the eviction notice was gone. As they ate, Mina opened her notebook. Leo grinned. "Give me 2 weekends,